going on? It's Mia Renee here, and I want to talk to you today about a key mindset principle for ultimate success. In fact, I would say this one is so important that there is not a single successful entrepreneur or person of success that you will ever meet who doesn't have this mindset principle or doesn't put this mindset principle to use. So what is it? Well, what it is taking full responsibility for your life, for not having the victim mentality, the victim mindset. In fact, this is one of the key things I'm always looking for with the coaching clients that come into one-on-one coaching, but also my masterminds, anywhere where I have a group setting where people impact other people. So it's my job to bring a group of people together who are going to really empower each other and lift each other up. So I'm always paying attention to people who tend to fall into that like victim mindset. Let me tell you why it's everybody else's fault. Let me tell you, why why I can blame someone else or something else for my lack of results or where I am right now, versus someone who can see that whatever it is that's happened to them, they still have a choice to be able to say, you know what, I'm going to use this to become a better person, or I'm going to use this experience to go to the next level, or I'm not going to let this experience hold me back. Rather than pointing the finger at anyone else for anything in their life, it's super important as leaders, as entrepreneurs, as influencers, to always be able to take full responsibility and say, how am I going to grow from this? Who am I going to be in the face of this? And that's really the part where we have total control. It doesn't matter what comes at us. You know, in life, we're going to have trouble. Jesus didn't sugarcoat that. He straight up said it. He said, in this world, you will have trouble, but take heart, for I've overcome the world, right? So he just straight up said, you're going to have trouble. So as you're going along, if people hurt you, people do you wrong, things happen, maybe you have, crazy circumstances, you could use all of that to justify whatever you want to justify. You could blame all of that for where you are in your life, or you can take full responsibility that you get to choose how you respond to the things that happen to you in your life. You don't always get to choose what happens in your life. We're all clear on that, right? But we do get to choose how we're going to respond and how we're going to move forward from that. So are we going to take a lesson from something that happens? Let's say there's a betrayal. Are we going to take a lesson from that betrayal and become, more discerning in future situations? Are we going to take a lesson from that helps us to be able to go to the next level and have higher levels of success, and be, guard our heart and be more aware around us? Or are we going to take that betrayal and we're going to shrink back and we're going to play small and we're going to hide and we're going to be fearful, and then we're going to blame that betrayal for why we're being like this? And the only way you're going to have success is if you take ownership and responsibility in a powerful, empowering way to the circumstances and the things that happen to you in your life, right? Like that's going to take you to the next level faster than anything else could take you to the next level, right? But also the opposite of that is going to hinder you and hold you back more than anything could ever hinder you and hold you back. So again, if you look at your own life, you look at your own outcome, you look at your own results right now, currently, if you just take full ownership of that right now, rather than blaming anything else, you are in such a powerful position to have true success, because you realize that it's ultimately up to you, regardless of what happens, to choose your next step, to choose your attitude, to choose your response. And that puts you in such an incredible position of, being at choice rather than being at the effect of, right? Being at choice rather than being a victim. And so one of the biggest warning signs for me when I'm looking at, I always qualify the people that I work with. I'm not here to work with everybody. I know that. And I have no problem sending people to someone else that maybe is a better fit for them. But one thing I'm also always looking for in terms of, who I'm going to spend my time, who I'm going to pour into, who I'm going to spend the time working with or building up or encouraging, I'm always looking for, where is that person? Is this person in a place of, blaming other people and ultimately getting some kind of payoff out of that? Or is this person in a place of, it doesn't matter what has happened in their life, but they're learning from it, they're growing from it, and they're taking that ownership that they get to choose their attitude in their life and move forward. And so people that are in a victim mindset, people that are stuck in that kind of cycle, a lot of times what's happening is they're getting such a payoff out of it and they don't realize it. I was one of them, just to be clear. I used to have that kind of perspective, and I was getting a lot out of it. Okay, so when we have a victim mindset, we're getting payoffs out of it, right? So when people want someone who's been in a victim mindset to really own something or take responsibility for their life, they'll often get really mad because you're taking away the very thing that they're getting a payoff out of it. Like, no, I'm like safe with being a victim. I get to play small, I get to hide, I don't have to put myself out there, I don't have to be accountable, I don't have to step into leadership because, hey, it's someone else's fault anyway, right? So there's a lot of payoffs out of it. But what a lot of people don't realize is that it's costing them their life, it's costing them their calling, it's costing them their relationships, their vitality, it's costing them a lot. And so when someone's able to really see that and shift that, they'll often shift over. So I'm not saying that if someone's in a victim mindset, they can't shift over. It can happen, but a lot of times what I am saying is that people are getting so much out of it that they don't want to shift, right? They're getting their payoffs out of it. Just like someone else wants success and gets such payoff out of success that they're unstoppable, right? So it's really, what are you getting out of it ultimately? But as we wrap up here, I just want to say that's one of the core principles of success, is being able to take ownership and responsibility and how you respond to what it is that that's put in front of you, and what are you going to do with it? That is your choice, which means you also get to create incredible success, and that is up to you. So that's all I want to share with you today. If you agree, comment below, leave me something below so I know that this made a difference in your life, and I'll see you on the next video.